Y'all still with me so far? I mean, are you really with me? All right. We're gonna do a couple things here. We're gonna do a little, there was a guy named Little Junior Parker. And he was from right down the road in Blue Island, Illinois. Right down the road, not that far. Blue Island, Illinois. And he wrote a bunch of songs, man. He wrote Mystery Train by Elvis. Elvis did pretty good with it. But then Junior Parker didn't get too much credit for that. But I think Elvis did okay. And he was in a rough neighborhood, man, but he still lived to be 39 years old. 39 years old. And then 30 years later, after he did all these records and he passed away, he was inducted into the Blues Hall of Fame posthumously. Which reminds me, you know who else is in the Blues Hall of Fame? Carlos Flowers! The man ahead. Carlos Flowers! You know who else? You know who else? Larry Williams! He's in the Blues Hall of Fame. You know who else is in the Blues Hall of Fame? Cleo Cole! Is that correct? Cleo Cole! My God! Someday maybe I'll be in the Blues Hall of Fame, but in 2 more weeks I'm going to be 80 years old, so that's going to take a lot off my mind because I know I'm not going to have to die young. So I feel better about that. So Junior Parker did all these songs, and here's one that he wrote. It's called All These Blues. When you have these blues, you know, and there's someone you're about to lose, oh, there'll be a time, that's right, when you can't sleep at night. She would not be leaving you, girl, oh, if you would treat her right. He says every day, when the sun is almost down, this town. Don't you know some people were born to lose? That's why lovers have the blues. recorded 50 feet from here, right through that brick wall. Mr. Willie Dixon wrote this song. He wrote so many good songs. I'll tell you more about that later. Full of diamonds, could be a spoonful of tea. Oh, just a little spoon of the precious love, don't you know? It's good enough for me, don't you know? Been lying about that spoon, lying about that spoonful. Some men dying about that spoonful. Everybody fighting about that spoonful. Another man, don't you know? Everybody fighting about the spoon. Thank y'all. Y'all still with? You guys are great, man. If you're ever playing a gig, let me know. I'm gonna come and clap for y'all. So anyway, I'm gonna talk about the genius of a man, Mr. Willie Dixon. Mr. Willie Dixon. Now, back in the day, in the 60s, 65, 66, 67, I was a 19-year-old kid, and I was playing next to Mr. Otis Rush. I was in his band. He taught me everything I know, but he didn't teach me everything he knew. He was a smart man. And we used to play bars together. One of them was Mother Blues. And my buddy Don Yoshida's here. He was a bartender at Mother Blues in the 60s. When Otis and I would play there. Debbie's with it. We got Rob and Kathy, my friends, and my better half. Linda's right there. She's a producer of my podcast. I got a little blues podcast if you're into it. Talk a Blues Street. I got my website cards up on the table. Grab one on the way out. Anyhow, Willie used to come in with his posse to hear Otis and us, and I had Otis Rush on my right side. Willie would sit in the very front row with the table, the very front table, and he always had some kind of hat on, some kind of way. I was scared to death. And then when we take a break, I'd go sit down. Otis and I would sit down with Willie and his crew. And all I remember is, I didn't know him well, but he was so nice to me, man. Such a generous person. And here I was, a little 19-year-old trying to chime in on the conversation with the adults, and he was just polite all the time, man. I'll never forget that. And so his writing is so good, I think that the words to his songs would work to the instrumental of his other songs. So I'm going to try something real weird now. It's never been done before, so stay with me. I think Willie would be okay with this. because he had a good sense of humor. I'm gonna put some different words to one of his songs, to Spoonful. Let's see if it's gonna work. We're gonna make like, you think of a rock and roll stew and the boogie woogie stew. Well, we're gonna make a Willie Dixon casserole. We're gonna put it in one of those big old iron skillets. Bring it up to a boil. Little collard greens. You smell it? Willie's letting it boil a little bit, right? So, I'm gonna do an unorthodox thing here. This is one of his songs. I don't want you to be no slave. I don't want you to work all day. I don't want to see you sad and blue. I just want to make love. Yeah. I don't want you to wash my clothes, and I don't want you to stay indoors. I don't want all your money too. I just want to make There's Tomiko. She's Willie Dixon's granddaughter. She's got the good genes. She records, man, oh man. I don't want you to stay indoors. I just wanna make One time for Billy Prewitt.